Hi everyone. Okay, let me scooch you in. We good? We good. And that's Bussy's. He is snoring up a storm. Okay, we are going to use Summer Dreams by Echo Park. Ugh, I love this collection. I love Echo Park too. They're just so awesome. Okay, so I embellished the heck out of this one too. When don't die, I know, right? But, so it might be a little bit of a long video. I'm not positive. So... but I'm back. I think this is what, 3 in a week? Hey, that's pretty good for me. So, and then I have three unboxings to film. Felicity Jane. Let's see, Felicity Jane, Citrus Twist. Kelly Perky. Cocoa Daisy is on the way, and so is Spellbinders, which I love. Okay, let's get started. So this was the week we got back from our vacation. And this was the week that I celebrated my husband. Well, we didn't celebrate, but his guys, they have been together for 15 years, I think, this crew. And so I like always doing something for them and him and Timothy with his crew. And so so I made dessert, and I made some baked beans, and they were able to have that. And so the only thing I ever ask of them is for them to ask him to take pictures of my husband. And that is usually all I ask, and I always get video, and I always get pictures, so it's perfect. So I'm like, I'll feed you, but you got to do something for me in return. So I'm like, I need pictures. So it didn't happen unless it's got a picture attached to it, right? So yeah, so I made this cake. It was this chocolate explosion, and it was a Pinterest cake, but it was such a fail because it wasn't as pretty as the one on Pinterest. But they really did not care. But I will tell you that I honestly, this guy right here has kept the secret for so long. Well, I mean, not really too much of a secret, but more like, you know, it was, you know, it didn't matter to him, I guess. I don't know. But he's diabetic. So it wasn't until that night when he told my husband, he goes, if I don't wake up in the morning, he's all, I went into sugar failure or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But so I was like, oh my gosh, don't let me kill your partner, you know. So I'm like, oh shoot. So yeah, so talk about like, oh my gosh, because I totally forgot. And I mean, grown adults, I'm sorry, but if you're a grown adult, you should, you know your limits also. So it's not like, you know, it's not like he's a teenager or anything. So he knows what his limits are and stuff like that, which is good. But I would make it again still, because, you know, you can choose to eat it or not. But it has brownies all the way around the middle. It has brownies on top. It has Oreo cookies, and they have dark chocolate, which my husband is a dark chocolate fan, which I am not a dark chocolate fan. I think that is the most disgusting chocolate there is dark chocolate. I'm like, gross. And the bitterness, I'm like, I'm a milk chocolate girl. And so, but they had dark chocolate Oreo, so I bought those. And then they had a cookies and cream candy. It has Reese's peanut butter cups. It has Kit Kats. It has regular Hershey bars. I think that was it, because I didn't want to like break too much candy, you know, like do that kind of thing. So it was, you know, I didn't have any mini bars either, so that's why it was that was a better alternative. So yeah, so it was a chocolate explosion, and I'm like, ooh, geez, that's a little too much for me. But I thought it would be fun, and you know, they're a big sweets crew. Well, Tim's more savory, but the other two are like gaga over sweets. And if I make it, they love it, and so I think that's fun and cool. So if they, you know, because they appreciate when I make them, whatever it is. And I thought that was, you know, I always think that's super cool when people are appreciative and you know, at least say thank you. So I think that's cool. So that's why I always do something for them too, because, you know, they are grateful, and which is cool. So anyway, so that was his birthday week, and so I was able to dig pictures, and it was awesome, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. I'm trying to look at what I have here. So this is also the week that we got back, and Timothy, he, am I in frame? Yeah, he made, he put in my, new lights in my bedroom for over my traveler's notebook area, and so that was cool. And now it's just so nice. It's so much nicer in there. So I don't have my aught light. I got rid of my aught light in there. I don't need it, and pretty darn cool. So yeah, I love it. Does this one go there? Yeah. So pretty fun. The babies are all underfoot. So you guys, I gotta tell you, there is a English Bulldog mix at the shelter, and it's been there for a while. And we're a small town, so our local shelter kind of knows me as the Bulldog, you know, mom. And so they've had this Bulldog mix there, and she's been there for 6 weeks now, because we are doing our darnest to try and get her home. Oh, and there's a cat who's gonna jump on the squirrel. I don't think the squirrel's aware. That's weird. Usually the squirrel's really aware, but the cat blends into the dirt. So anyways, I don't want to go out there screaming, so hopefully, I think he sees them. Okay, he's safe. Okay, whew, that scares me. So anyway, so we've been trying to find her a foster home, because she's a Bulldog mix, and so she's very, very active. She's like Dory, because Dory is crazy, and so I had a feeling that they would not get along, so I hadn't done a meet and greet with them because of the fact that, you know, Dory's crazy, and she does not like animals, new anything, and so I just knew that it wasn't going to work out. But I hadn't done a meet and greet. It was just a feeling I had. So, you know, well, so we're trying to find this poor baby a foster, and the medical will be all paid for by a rescue group, the whole shebang, right? And so, well, I've been told her time is up. So I'm like, but we found a rescue, and we've only had one foster say that she'll take her. So, but it is a process. It is a process that is unbelievable. So, yeah, so we, they were still talking to everybody, and our local shelter is not just, you know, like kill. So it's a high kill shelter, yes. But, they don't just kill these babies just because, you know, just to do it. They don't do that. So we're all trying to work together to figure out how we can get her to meet this other lady's dog. Well, today I had to go meet Cheyenne in a whole different area, and so I went to go meet her. So I said, well, I'll take my babies to go meet her just to double confirm, you know, like, okay, because her time was up. I was worried, so I'm like, let me go see if it'll work out. So I took just the two girls, because Bus lifts an eyebrow, and that's about all the work he's willing to put into anything, and so so I don't have to worry about him. But the girls, yeah. Well, what do you know? So I go down there, and who's the okay? And this time Tim, I was like, Kat has really mellowed out in her age. You know, she's really kind of just mellowed out, because she was very hyper. She was kind of like Dory-ish. Well, we go, and it's just me, and then the animal control has the other baby, and what do you know? But Kat goes and attacks her, tries to grab her by the neck, and I'm like, oh my God, you would think that Kat was a Rottweiler. I mean, it was just like, hello. Wow. Then it was Kat, and then Dory was like, oh heck no, I want some of that. So then Dory goes to attack, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So exactly what I knew was going to happen happened. So yeah, so it's a no-go for us, but at least we knew. But then the lady said, yeah, that she was able to take her, but it's just, you know, trying to get them coordinated is the harder part. So I think this is, but anyway, so, but while we were going down the middle of the gate of the shelter, there was a bulldog, a real purebred English bulldog male. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then we stopped, and the girls were kind of like, they sniffed them, but they didn't really care too much. So I was like, okay, well, that's good. So I asked about the boy, and the boy, it was a stray hold, and left in the night kennels, the same shebang. She's like, yeah, he's not neutered. I'm like, I haven't gotten any that are neutered. So that's what happens, is their time is up. Sorry. They're done breeding, and when they're done breeding, that's when they get taken to the shelter, which is nice. Okay, I will. It sucks, but it's also nice that they don't just kill them or dump them somewhere, because, you know, bulldogs cannot fend for themselves. They cannot do that. So it's nice that they at least get, you know, because they will get adopted. So it's nice that they at least do that part. But whenever they're done breeding, they don't do anything but just dump them off. So that is how I get them. And I get them where I have to take them to go get fixed, and, you know, help them recuperate and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a process. But so he's not neutered, so he would need to be neutered, and, you know, all that good stuff. So poor babies, though. I'm like, oh, but I'm like, I want you, come home with me. So so Tuesday, they're like, no, his hold goes up on Tuesday. So I'm like, okay, well, me and the girls will be back on Tuesday to meet him. So cross your fingers for me, like hardcore, cross your fingers for me that he comes home with me. So he's a brindle, and he's just gorgeous. He looks like Bus and Rocky, and he's just awesome. So cross your fingers and really, really hope and think positive thoughts for me that he comes home with me, because I really want him to come home, and that the girls love him, that the girls don't want to eat his face off, you know. So so I would really, really love that. Let me go on top of this. So let's just cross your fingers for me. So tomato plants. Those are my tomato plants that are outside my little in the cocoon, and I am so happy about them because they're growing. I gotta go water them after I'm done with this video, but because they're kind of weeping. So I gotta go fix them, but they need water. But yeah, so I'm not sure what happened to my last video. I don't know if it was offensive, which sometimes I always tell myself, sometimes you should just quit while you're ahead, you know, because sometimes, I don't know, people might take things wrong or just something, you know, I just don't know. And so I always think I overshare too much, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, because I lost 11 subscribers, and I was like, oh, okay. I was alrighty then. So yeah, so that usually every time I put out a video, I always lose 1 to 2, no matter what. And I'm like, okay. So look, it says time to flip bus. I thought I was being pretty funny about that. And it's got a spatula. Isn't that cute? So then yeah, so I don't know. But I must have offended a lot of people in that video, and then it took forever for me to even get 1 like, and I was like, ooh, okay. So yeah, so there was a lot of things in that video, I guess, that were not very kosher with some people. So sorry. So I always try to remember, don't overshare, you know, just shush. But sometimes it's hard because, you know, I get to just talking and rambling, and then I'm like, oh yeah, someone's going to take that wrong. But that's the world we live in, right? Everyone wants to be offended about something. So, yeah. So that's okay. But, I don't know. So then this right here was Cat. Cat was laying, because when you're a baby mama, you always get either 2-legged or 4-legged who always have to go with you to the bathroom, right? And so they're always following you. And so Cat decided she was following me, but I was not in the bathroom. Well, I was in the we have like a combo and a bathroom walk-in closet kind of thing. And so I was doing laundry, but she was just laying there so calmly, and so I threw my clothes on her just to see what she would do. It's not, you know, they're just clothes, they're not heavy or anything, and they weren't hurting her, I should say. And she just was just calmly sitting there, just like chilling, just chilling. And so I piled up all the laundry on her, and she just stayed like that forever, and it just made me laugh so hard. And yeah, she's just like, okay, she didn't even care. So yeah, that's what that was about. That picture was about. So I have some serious glare going on right now, don't I? Jeez. So, yeah. So Timothy informed me the other day. He's like, I really want to go back to Disneyland. And I'm like, okay. Okay, we live 5 to 7 hours away from Disneyland. So, you know, it's not like it's, you know, hop, skip, and jump away. We have to drive. But it was just so funny because he was so cute, because he's like, I kind of want to go back. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And I don't know. We might just do a spur of the moment and run up there real quick. I'm not sure. But I do know we are going to get our season passes. We're going to renew in October when they're done. So we will be doing that. So, because I am having a blast with him there. And I love how how you guys were like, yeah, you know, I'm chill with my husband too. And I'm like, yeah, it's, oh, I did this wrong. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't ruin things. So, hold on. I did this one wrong. Hold on. Luckily, it's probably not stuck. And I told you I'm loving rereading these books. Oh my God, I'm still in love. I can't get enough. So I just finished another one the other day, or yesterday, and I started the next one, and I'm like, just, ooh, I can't get enough. So I'm actually surprised I stopped long enough to come do the video and to finish this layout and everything else, because I'm so obsessed with these books. So obsessed. And, yeah. So... okay, so the title card. The title card is really full. So let's see how this goes. Let me try and do it with this. So anyways, let me start by saying thank you to Lori Annie and Barbara Haish and Cheryl Nevins. You know, it's funny, is this, you know, there is a certain peace you have when it's just you and your husband sitting there, right? It's just like, you don't have to entertain anybody. You can be silent and just, you know, take it all in. That's what's nice too, is the fact that it's not awkward. Oop. Oh, look at that. It landed straight up. It's not awkward when there's silence, you know, where some people feel the need to fill in silences because they're uncomfortable. We're not. And so, you know, it all works out for us. And so yeah, so I'm glad that there's some people who understand that feeling of just comfortableness, you know, with your spouse, and just, you know, just, yeah, it's just nice. And yeah, so anyways, so that's why I'm glad that some people understand where I was coming from on that too. So I layered the heck out of this thing. Right now, you guys, I am going through some major hot flashes, and the lady, my OB said that the medicine for hot flashes is worse than just having the hot flashes. So I've been dealing with them, and I'm telling you guys, oh my God, I am so miserable because I'm already hot-blooded, and now I got this darn hot flashes happening, and I'm like, oh my God. So I am like soaked while just talking to you guys, and then another one just hit right now, and I'm like, oh my God, I need some air. So it is pretty awful having those suckers. Can't wait till it's over with. So for some reason I just layered up this card, or this title card. I don't know. I just felt like going to town with it, and I did. And hey, it is what it is. But I love how it came out. So yeah. Oh, anyways, so let me also say that some of you may be on the Project Life Obsessed group, which that's where I share all my layouts at. But I think I was going to have it like that, and then like this. So this goes here. Yep. So there we go. And did I already? Yeah, I did. So anyway, so I'm in that group, and then I also have another group I'm in, which is the, well, I admin for it, but that's the Obsessed with Traveler's Notebooks. That's also in my description box. I am there, and that's where I show my layouts for just my Traveler's Notebooks. And I am going to do a live there. I thought it would be fun to do a live thingy on Facebook. So I will be on Facebook in the Obsessed with Traveler's Notebooks forum. I did have one. See, look at that. And I will be there and just chit-chatting with everybody, and then trying to make a layout happen. I'm going to do my best to see if I can get a layout to work for me. I've never done that before, so let's see how that one goes. So join over there, and it'll be this Saturday. This Saturday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm in California. Remember that? I'm in California, so it's Pacific Standard Time. And then 2 o'clock on Saturday, I will be there. So hopefully you guys can come join me, because that would be awesome. I would love to talk to you. I love talking to you guys. You guys are so awesome. Okay, so I am almost done with this one. So fun. What do you guys think? I know it's layered, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes you just go to town. Oh, I hate when these things don't work. So, wow, I am just spilling everything, aren't I? Don't hold any babies today, that's for sure. Jeez. I am going to put that one. I think I'll have it over here. Yeah, and I'm going to put something here, though, because it's a little too plain for me. So something will go there. I think I have something. But what do you think? It's so layered, but it says party time. I think that's from Color Cast Design. If it's not from them, it's probably from Ellie Studio. What do you guys think? I love the layout. I love the colors. I just love it. It's so fun. So hopefully you guys, hopefully I'll be back soon. Well, maybe. We'll see. Well, next week. I'll be back next week with week 31. Woohoo! All right, Mandy hands. I hope you guys like the layout. We'll talk to you all later on. See ya. Bye.